A bus journey.
I was going to my grandma's place with a cousin of mine. We were both children back then. It was a funny ride. We were going by bus to a rural place. The bus was an old one. It was stopping in the middle of the ride quite a few times. People were getting on and getting off in the middle of the journey. Some were eating, some were smoking. We did not have much money. Some got on the bus with a few live chickens in their hands. How they made the journey on the rooftop, I don't understand. The driver was pretty risky. He was driving at a great speed. It was going to fall into a ditch. I still could feel the heat. It was a journey I still remember. I was talking about it throughout my whole life. It was part of my childhood. I can still see it vividly with my two eyes.
Because of you, Dad.
Because of you, I am alive. When I had little chance, a divine light shone on me. I'm back to life. You were sleeping only 3 hours a day. This mountain of debt, how can I pay? You raced against time. You kept me in a cozy shrine. I was sleeping in it, unaware of any harm. Friends and foes both had equal charm, followed me like a shadow wherever I went. I can only think of you as a godsend. All my life, you treated me for terminal illness. People were giving me their condolences. I was brought back from the dead. Forever I was lying on a deathbed. Because of you, Dad, I am still alive. I am now married and I have a beautiful wife.
Garden of Eden.
The Garden of Eden is where I want to walk. With my wife Eve, I want to lie down and talk. There's a magical waterfall in the midst of the garden. The water is flowing in a symphony so divine and magnificent. So many flowers in purple, red and golden. Fruits are in exotic trees to be eaten. There is a river flowing from the waterfall. There's no one around. We are only two souls. Birds are singing in a chorus so sweet. 70,000 angels with wings are there to greet. Swans are floating in the river in white purity. We are drinking wine at the garden party. There is a divine light shining through the tree canopy. We are in utter bliss and eternally happy.
1,000 years from now.
1,000 years from now, the world will look very different. The skyline will change beyond our imagination. Quality of life will improve beyond our satisfaction. People will live happily ever after. Life will go by in utter bliss and laughter. There will be no disease touching us. Diseases will be like colds and coughs. There will be flying cars up in the sky. People will dare to take the path less traveled by. They will make money any time at will. Once there was poverty, they won't be able to feel. People will take hyperdrives for real. From galaxy to galaxy they will roam. That will feel surreal. They will have their own private spacecraft docking at their residence. People cannot imagine now. It will be beyond any precedence. There will be robots mingling with humans. The future will hold a lot of resilience. From household chores to the military, robots will take over. Life will get easy. The misery will be over. Internet technology will be sophisticated and at its best. Life will be at fingertips from the beginning to the rest. People will be dependent on software. Problems will be treated like malware. Clone technology will progress further. People will achieve immortality thereafter. 1,000 years from now, the world will look very different. I wish I could live in those times rather than now.
Lonely Day.
This is a lonely day. You are gone from my life. I don't have much to do now, so I mow the lawn, then watch some TV. I go from place to place in search of women. You know I have needs. This is a lonely day. You are long gone from my life. Remember the days when we fought vicious fights with each other? My heart yearned for fresh air, and I wanted to break free. Our differences were big enough to separate. This is a lonely day. I'll clean my house, do the dishes and cook some food. I'll listen to some music to fill up my senses. This is a lonely day. I don't have much to do, so I'll go to the bottle shop and bring some wine. I've been drinking heavily since you were gone. I've almost become an alcoholic. This is a lonely day, and I miss you so much. I want you back in my life.
Sunset in Ojulan's hideout.
Sunset in Ozulan's hideout. Winter had just set in. The bush was blanketed in white snow. We were on horseback. Sometimes we were losing our track. We were on our way to meet the rebel leader in an inhospitable part, where fighting erupts any moment. Death is silly there. Doesn't need to take place in the dark. We were meeting him in Erzurum, eastern part of Turkey. His name is Abdullah Öcalan. He is not so funky. It took us 5 days on horseback to reach him. He was elusive. The Turkish military couldn't catch him. We needed his special permission. He was full of hospitality, yet he had to be careful. He could not pay the price for his idiocy. While we were on the mountain pass, we had this ethereal sunrise. It was breathtaking. It was mesmerizing. I had some magnificent shots. I had lots of shots with the rebel leader. He wasn't a dream catcher. He was a bloody killer. But this sunset was something to remember. What was left of this venture was this sunset, my dear.
Endless Sky.
Under the endless sky, I was standing. It was dark and the stars were twinkling. It is the sun which is the source of sunlight. This is our solar system within our sight. The universe was created 14 billion years ago. It is God's creation. For him, it is like Lego. In a big bang it was created from a primordial atom. Thereafter it was expanding at a rate we cannot fathom. The galaxies are moving far away from our own in all directions. It is dark matter and gravity that bind them together. It is the secret of creation. There are black holes that are superhighways. From one space to another, it transports all the way. Nothing can escape from its grip. Stars and sunlight can have a squash trip. There are zillions of stars in this universe. They belong to a galaxy. The Milky Way is ours. With the naked eye, we can see a few thousand stars. With the help of a telescope, they can reach a few million without a fuss. The celestial wonders are boggling scientists' minds. You can gaze at the night sky with a beer in hand to unwind.
You did not come.
I was standing under the endless sky. You did not come. The stars were dancing under the vast sky, but you did not come. You promised me that you'd come, but you did not keep your promise. I am heartbroken now. I was standing before the blue ocean. You did not come. The waves were making love to one another, but you did not come. I am heartbroken now. I was standing before the valley of the Three Sisters. You did not come. I am heartbroken now. I was standing in the endless desert of the Sahara. You did not come. You promised me that you'd come, but you did not keep your promise, and I am heartbroken now. The sun kisses the earth and takes her to bed. The night falls and another day breaks, but you still did not come. I waited and waited until my heart ached for you, but you did not come.
Blue Prison.
I have had it all. You name it, I have done it. Sex, gambling, drugs, without a fuss. It nearly killed me. I was dependent solely. My life was miserable. It wasn't at all doable. I don't know how I got back. I needed rehab. It wasn't easy at all. I wasn't standing tall. I was neglected by everyone. A hefty price that pays no one. I lost my family in the process. I was under fire. There was no recess. I needed divine intervention. Getting back to my life was my true intention. It took me a long time before that happened. I found many doors finally open.
Serenity is.
Serenity is. Two naked bodies lie side by side in bed after making love, still breathing hard. Serenity is. You come from work and have dinner with your family. Serenity is. Your daughter goes to school and comes back home safely. Serenity is. You have a Barbie in your backyard on a Sunday afternoon. Serenity is. You mow your lawn on a Saturday evening. Serenity is. You have food on the dinner table. Serenity is. There is no drone flying over the sky and bombarding. Serenity is. There is no one dying from gunshot wounds or bombing. Serenity is. There is no war on your horizon. Serenity is. There is no one dying out of hunger.